32-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. 2nd down at 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and...
Now into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Fields now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Rashawn Gary able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Moved back to the 10. Now try on 2nd and goal here. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On play action, Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Fields flushed out, and he's going to go down again. Dean Lowry in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Third and long. It's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Only needing 2 yards on second down. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Rodgers going for it all. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On first down, it's Fields.
Being chased out left.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. At second down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
Rolling to his right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now Fields.
The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. 2nd down and goal.
Fields
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers to throw once more. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, another shot for Jones. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down, Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. That is caught by Cohen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. From the gun, here's Fields. Goodwin able to haul it in. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bears have retaken the lead.
Now that was an impressive drive, but I think we're going to talk about being way more impressive because of who led them. A rookie quarterback in that spot, putting his team in front, that's big league.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. To throw is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That one looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.